Hi everyone, Vegas Film Critic here, Jeffrey K. Howard, here to review Avengers Infinity War. Check this out. Whenever I have a special film, like the superhero film or a comic book or whatever, I always try to find the right shirt. Because usually I like to be a little more classy. I wear my dress shirts like that. But I went out and searched for the Avengers. Isn't that cool? It's kind of gold. I didn't like that, but you know what? It's pretty cool. JCPenney, like 10 bucks. So I'm here to review Avengers Infinity War. And I just want to say up front, if you're looking for a review for someone who's like a fanatic who knows inside out of the MCU, I'm not that person, okay? I did read comic books. I did collect comic books growing up. I did read the original Infinity War when it came out. It was fantastic, what I remember of it. But I'm not one of these people that can look at every little detail and kind of cross-reference and all that. I mean, it's overwhelming. So I wanted this movie really kind of intimidated because I thought, wow, how am I going to do a proper review? And people are going to judge me out there like I don't know what I'm talking about. But coming out of this movie, the Russo brothers, directors, oh my gosh, they absolutely pulled it off. Because you don't have to be a comic book fan to love this movie. You don't have to see the other Marvel films to love this movie. This is like a self-contained story all in itself. But if you've seen the other films, yes, it all kind of connects together that fans will love. And so I came out of this movie going, wow, I wasn't intimidated. I was just entertained beyond belief. And there's so much to talk about. This movie has so much to it that you could probably teach a course on it. Now, it was going to be kind of geeky. Look, I went out to Toys R Us. I know they're blowing everything out. This was, I got this like 20% off. I was going to put this on, you know. You can push the button. Where is it? Here we go. How cool is that? I was going to put this on and do something kind of goofy, but I didn't want to take it out of the box. But, so, Avengers Infinity War, it centers around, where is he? Thanos, right there, voiced by Josh Brolin. I'm sure he did motion capture too. He's looking for these stones, okay, the Infinity Stones, and they're all different types, like reality, soul. You know, if you get all of these, you control the universe. These originated when the Big Bang happened. All of these stones that control the energy and the fate of the universe. So Thanos had this special kind of gauntlet made. So when he collects these stones, eventually he's going to control the universe. I mean, be the ultimate supreme being. Not that being a Titan, he's already not like a supreme being. He's a pretty an intimidating guy. So the Avengers have to assemble again to stop Thanos. That is basically what it's about, and that's the top layer of this movie. Thanos trying to take over the universe, Avengers are trying to stop him. Very simple premise. But then you start peeling away this layer after layer of this onion of a story that you have. First of all, you think to yourself, how in the world are they going to include every Marvel superhero that they've ever had? And just about everyone makes either a cameo or has an integral part to the movie. So when they were very wise to when they broke up the story that which superheroes are going to be paired with who? You know, whom? One of those two. You know, so it was I wanted to be at that story meeting where they say, okay, Thor is going to be with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and he's going to have this mission, and then you're going to have Tony Stark, and he's going to be with Spider-Man. They're going to have this mission, and then you got Doctor Strange over here. He's going to be on this mission. So just about, you know, I was surprised that Captain America didn't have a really big part in this movie, but you know, it's not Winter Soldier all over again. So it was really cool to see that this is really Thor and Iron Man's movie, Tony Stark and Doctor Strange. So that triangle right there, really, they are kind of the anchors to the story, while everyone else kind of fills in the holes in the film. But when I say holes, it's not holes, kind of fills in the blanks. And so the movie is not only just an amazing action sequences, stuff I've never seen before. Because you kind of get, after watching like Black Panther and watching Thor Ragnarok, you kind of think to yourself when they sit down and do these action sequences, you know, first of all, the effects are just, you don't even have to mention those. They're just top par. They're always going to be great. But the staging the effects, how does it complement the story? Because we usually in these Marvel films, you know, and like Transformers, we have these third acts where it's just like in Rampage recently, these overwhelming, bloated kind of action sequences. But for some reason, well, a lot of good reasons, that all the action sequences in Avengers Infinity War absolutely work on every level. And not only that, there's some original things I've never seen before, and I was just blown away by the effects. So this movie really is about Thanos. He is like the star of this film. He's front and center. And what makes him a villain, but it makes him sympathetic villain, is what I'm saying. And I really felt for him, you know, but here's a guy, not just a madman, not just this crazy alien who wants to take over the universe. Well, that's there, you know, and you always have that kind of Lex Luthor kind of mentality going on. I know it's DC. But he's flawed. He's emotional. He's super intelligent. There's even a line in the movie where he's confronted with Tony Stark and he goes, well, Mr. Stark. And he's like, you know me? He goes, yes, you know. You're not the only one who has a thirst to acquire knowledge. And I was like, wow. So Thanos is just not only is he crazy, but he has this idea to save the universe. I know this is a spoiler free. I should have said that earlier. But he has an idea how to save the universe, and it's practical. Even though it's insane and lots of people are going to die, he has a solution how to have mankind, alien kind, every living thing in the universe survive, because there's a message in the film, because the resources will not survive. It will not feed everybody. There's not enough to go around. So he has this what do they call it? This epiphany where he's like, only I can save the universe, and I need the Infinity Stones to do it, and here's my plan, and I've already started this plan, with other worlds and other people, and now we've reached Earth because we need to find the Infinity Stones. And Thanos is just one of the most amazing characters. Josh Brolin, he comes through. You can see his emotion. You can see that he's really a family man. I'm trying not to give any spoilers away here. There are so many spoilers in this movie, you have no idea. I mean, I'm sitting there going, oh my God, I can't talk about that. And for the first time, I might just do a spoiler review, because there's so much in this movie that not only the ultimate cliffhanger in this film, ever since Empire Strikes Back, when Han Solo took off with the bounty hunter, with Boba Fett, and you're like, what? And we had to wait 3 years for the next film, I'm like, now. But this movie just really ends with a cliffhanger. And if you have a favorite Marvel superhero, you're going to see him in there, most likely. Or they're going to mention why that superhero is not in the movie. So, I mean, to really put all of these characters in there, it's going to look like a curtain call. It's going to look like it was just thrown in there for gratuitous effort. No, it wasn't. Everybody has their place. Everybody has their story. And not only does the theme of the movie deal with genocide and deal with, death and just really some heavy subjects that are going on, the humor really balances out, because you need a breather. Because there are some emotional scenes in this movie where I'm sitting there tearing up. I'm crying. I really am. I wish I could tell you. I'll tell you in the spoiler one. And I couldn't believe it. That, first of all, on a Greek tragedy, Shakespearean level, is this comic book movie. I know. I'm like sitting there going, what am I thinking? How can I compare it to that? I mean, a guy dressed like a spider, a guy dressed like an Iron Man, a guy with a Thor hammer. I'm telling you, they all have these incredible, well fleshed out storylines that really do justice to the movie. So without giving any spoilers away, and there's been rumors that some of the characters aren't going to make it, and also just the death and the violence in this movie. So I was really surprised about how they really ended this movie with a bang. And 2.5 hours. I went into it thinking, God, this is just going to be just so long. No, it moved fast. It was interesting. It was captivating. It was exciting. And I couldn't believe that I sat through almost a 3-hour movie with superheroes in it, and I came out wanting more. So I think this movie is going to make, of course, a barrel full of money as usual. I think it's on track to $250 million already before it even opens. I saw it. I'm here in Vegas. We have CinemaCon going on right now, which is the convention for theater owners. So all the studios are here showing their demo reels and all their trailers, and the stars are here. They did a special screening for us yesterday. So there were 3 theaters at Brendan Palms Theaters. And when we saw it there with all the other critics and everything, so we saw it a couple of days beforehand, and we all came out just going crazy to see it again. So I'm probably going to see it this weekend. Well, I don't know if I can see it this weekend. I'm going to try to, because everything is sold out. So there is so much buzz on this movie, and it is warranted. It is so fantastic. It is so much fun. I'm probably leaving out so much stuff that I wanted to do. I was going to write all these notes down, but I thought I'd just wing this review and just do this emotional kind of on the surface response, what I had to Avengers. It was so cool. So much, I went out and I had to buy the gauntlet. I remember seeing this at Toys R Us, and I thought, oh, that's nice. But after seeing the movie, I'm like, I've got to have this. And you're going to find this permanently on display in all my reviews. So this is too cool. So, gosh, what am I leaving out? I know I'm going to finish this, and I'm going to get back, and I'm going to just say, why did I mention that? So I'm going to do a spoiler review after this weekend. Let everyone have a chance to see it. But Avengers is just amazing and just fantastic. And my favorite character in the movie, and believe it or not, is, well, I love Thanos, but I just love Doctor Strange. I mean, Benedict Cumberbatch is so great in this, and to see him fight a mental battle with Tony Stark, I mean, it's hysterical, because a lot of these characters are finally crossing over for the first time, so they don't know each other, they know their history, and there's nicknames out there, there's insults going on. I mean, and it's just really, you see the sense of danger and the sense of humor really kind of blend in. These guys did it. Disney did it. I'm so impressed. All right, for more reviews and interviews, just surf on over to my website at vegasfilmcritic.com. Check out me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm back on Snapchat. Also, head on over to iTunes. I have my podcast going on over there. You can check that out. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, please, if I can get it out, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, like this video, and also comment below. What did you think of the Avengers Infinity War? It is so cool. I'm not overselling it. It is fantastic. you know, we had Lord of the Rings win a Best Picture Oscar. You know what? If we're going to have a superhero film do it, this is the one. This is the one with some performances. This is the one that should be awarded. You know, fantasy and sci-fi should get their recognition. Like Get Out was recognized last year. The time has come. This movie is fantastic. You're going to love it. I'm Jeffrey Howard in Las Vegas. I'll see you next time. Avengers Assemble! Woohoo!